Hey guys, it's me, the Serious Scissor here, and I am going to be doing a dual narration with
Invalid, which is me.
him. Yes. So I am going to be using a little sun team that took me about 15 minutes to make, and it is pretty good. So yeah.
You made that. I thought you just copied it from NPC.
No, because it doesn't have scissor or rotom on it. I did use his idea of the Ninetales Victory Bell in Espeon. But now I edited the team so it's Ninetales, Starmie, Heatran, Victory Bell, Thunderous, and I forget the last one. So let's get started here.
You'll notice that the theme of my team is the top 6 by smoke and usage, with the number 1 set on all of them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast here, not to over predict, and he makes the good move and goes into Tyranitar.
Actually, I always predict on the first turn. Everyone says it's a bad idea, but I can do it.
Yeah, and now I'm going to go into my Espeon, which the graphics are messing up, and predict the Stealth Rocks. And then Baton Pass predicting the Pursuit, but he actually goes for the Stealth Rocks.
And I just will not stop predicting.
Yeah, he just keeps predicting everything. But here I make a double switch knowing he'll want to preserve his Tyranitar. And so now he goes back into his Tyranitar, which I Hypnosis, which is good.
It actually makes me play better with Tyranitar, because otherwise I probably would have let it die.
Yeah. And so now I'm gonna go into my Thunderous, hoping he would stay in so I could get a nasty plot up. But since he's a good battler, he did not stay in. And so here, I think I go for the nasty plot now, and I hit the first Focus Blast, which is good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna knock that. Should have hit.
Yeah, and then so he's gonna go for the Volt Switch on his Rotom, which I just stayed in case it was a bluff Scarf or something. I wasn't too sure. And so now I'm gonna go into my Haxorus, and he goes into his Heatran here. And I go for the Earthquake, and he stays in.
Because all I do is predict.
Yep.
Whether it's right or wrong, I do it.
Yep. And now I go into my Espeon pretty much as Death Fodder, since I noticed I'm not gonna need the spikes off of my field too much here. And since I need a safe switch into either Mamoswine or my Haxorus.
I probably should have. No, it wouldn't have mattered even if I did EV again.
Well, yeah, I don't think it would have.
Yeah, because Ice Shard still would have killed me.
Yep. It probably helped you that you actually attacked straight off in case by some off chance you did live. Since less sandstorm damage. And so here I'm gonna go for the Earthquake and finish him off. And he just leaves him in knowing that it's useless. And so now I'm gonna fodder out my least useful, which is the Victory Bell here. And he gets the crit, but it honestly didn't matter.
Because my Scissors is why it did kind of matter, because it does, Bullet Punch only does about 45%, so if it wasn't a crit, it might not have killed.
Oh, you're not banded? Or are you banded?
No, I am banded, and that's still all it does.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. So here I go into my Mammoth knowing I have to get the ice shard off of him and hope for a kill here, since I am choice scarfed, and I would have outsped his Rotom, but he did live with 7 HP, which that was a really close match. And is there anything you would like to say before we go into our second battle? Yep. Hey guys, it's another match we have with the same guy you've all have come to love, Invalid.
Yes, and it's an invalid love that we share.
Yes.
Me and SPS's viewers.
Yeah, so he's gonna make a misprediction on the first turn.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp since I didn't want to get counter-predicted on the Espeon switch-in, since this was just a few hours after we battled earlier.
Basically, if I'm going to stay in, it means I have to go for special moves now. I had Bronze the whole time, but never went for it.
And so now predicting something to resist the ground move, I go for the Stone Edge. I was kind of hoping for Dragonite, but Rotom was alright. And now I make a misplay here and go into my Ninetales, which the one problem with this team is it has 0 water type counters, which is pretty bad, but I try to work around it.
Actually, right here we'll see what Caesar does, so if I was full of crap, we'll know.
And now, since I know I don't have the weather up and he probably won't be outspeeding anything in the first place, I just leave him in. But he's such a beast, he lives with 4 HP, or 4% HP, which is really awesome. And now I go for the Giga Drain, but I get the crit, which didn't matter since I'll end up dying off of Recoil and Life Orb this time.
Hey man, those few percent of damage affected the whole battle.
I guess we'll see. And so now he just fodders his T-Tar here, which was a good move on his part. And so now I go into my Espeon here, since he can't really do anything to me. Which, if he did have something to do to me, which you will see he does, yeah.
He has Espeon, that means I can't go for my spikes, which is really lame.
Yep. And here I'm gonna go for the Calm Mind, since I know I would live one. But he gets a crit, which can revenge me for the other crit I had.
Yeah, that 2% crit.
Yeah.
Makes up for it entirely. Perfectly.
Yeah. And so now, I'm like, okay, we were in the same situation last battle, and I did him again. So like, right now I'm like 3 for 3 on Focus Blast hits, or 2 for 2. And now he goes into his Heatran, and I'm like, okay, I'm definitely gonna miss this time. And you know what happens? I jinxed myself into missing, and I died. So right now things are looking unfortunate for me again. But I do have a trigger sleeve up my sleeve. That was a fail. Yep. And now he goes for the Protect to scout which move I'm gonna go for. And now knowing he's gonna switch into one of his levitating Pokemon, I make double switch into my Haxorus, which I forgot what he actually.
For both of us actually, because it pretty much means you're gonna go for Outreach on one.
Yeah.
It still puts you in a good situation on your end.
Yeah, and right there, I could definitely tell that his Heatran was specially defensive by the way he took that hit, because that's not even a Banded Outrage, that's Adamant Scarf. And if I was running Band, it probably might have been a 2-hit KO. Yeah, it would have. And so now he knows that I'll get the 3 turn now, and I'll end up being confused, which he did a good move. And now knowing that my Haxorus is completely useless, I'm going to leave him in as fodder, and while he just kills me off here. And so now I go into my Mamoswine, while he goes for the protect. And so now he's going to switch out and fodder his Dragonite, which I'm not sure what he was doing there.
Just trying to get more leftovers recovery.
Oh, I see.
But the whole time I was thinking I was going to live because I thought that was scarfed instead of banded.
Yeah, I don't even think Scarf KOs.
I'm not that intelligent. I thought it was scarfed.
But I am banded, and you can ignore that Pokeball right there because I actually did win. I don't know if it was a replay. Yep.
Some kind of ace-off glitch because I know I lost.
Yeah, it even says I won right there at the bottom. So yeah, that's the dual narration. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, you should really check out Invalid. He makes really awesome videos, and his link will probably be somewhere like right here, or maybe here. I'm not sure.
No, I don't want to brag, but I actually do make awesome videos. It's cool.
Yeah, I really recommend you check him out. So thanks for watching, and see you guys later.